Hey there, my name is Blake St. Perry. I've been living in New Bern for over 10 years, and there's a lot of pros and cons that I'm going to share with you. All right, one of the first places I go and I tell people about is downtown. New Bern's historic downtown is beautiful. And I'll tell you, the first spot I go to is that Pepsi store. That's where it all started, and those prices are unbelievable. I mean, you're getting soda for like 50 cents. And it's the good kind. You've got the Pepsi store, you have Tryon Palace, the Governor's Palace. They have awesome tours. You've got coffee shops, you've got restaurants, you've got awesome boutiques, antique stores. I mean, it's too many to name, and it's all very close to each other. There's also a park to enjoy. So the downtown New Bern is really, really special, and that is what everyone talks about. There's this amazing Spanish mosque that like hangs down from the old church down there, which is just an epic scene. You see people getting married out there. I mean, it's really something special. One of my favorite things is proximity. New Bern is close to everything. And I don't just mean what's in the town, right? Like you can get to downtown quick. You can get to the rivers quick. You can get to all the shopping quick. I need gas, you get there quick. Grocery store quick. But also the towns surrounding New Bern. So if you're trying to head over to Greenville, which is where ECU is, that's only 45 minutes. Same with Jacksonville, where the other military base is. The beach is also 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, you go in totally different directions, hitting a lot of neat new cities. And it's not much more beyond that you hit cities like Raleigh and Wilmington. Those are only 2 hours away. So New Bern is kind of this sweet spot where you're hitting big cities, the smaller cities that surround it, and you're also getting to the coast, even the Outer Banks, going to see the lighthouses. These are all relatively close to New Bern, and that's what I love, proximity. Another pro of living in New Bern is the cost of living, and that's a big one for folks. And it's amazing here. I mean, gas, as we're filming, is under $3, and everybody loves that. They're always surprised by that. But buying a home is also really affordable. I mean, you can find all kinds of options of homes that are within 10 years old in the 300s. You get brand new construction in the 400s. You get houses on the water well under $1 million. You can have a nice starter house in the 200,000s. So you have a lot of options to get in here and for your money to go a long way. That's something I love about living in New Bern. Another pro for living in New Bern is life on the water. Man, you can do so much. You've got boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, you name it, and this is all close to the beach. So while in New Bern, you've got your Trent River and you got your Neuse River, there's a lot to be had there. That flows right to the Atlantic Ocean. And the Atlantic Beach is only about 45 minutes away. And that's the start of the whole Crystal Coast and Emerald Isle. And that beach is beautiful. And so you've got public access there. And between the rivers and the ocean, there is no small amount of activity to be had on the water. And you don't have to live on the water. You have a bunch of docks. You have marinas here. And so everyone really gets to enjoy that. And you see people out on sailboats, doing all kinds of stuff all year round, really. But I'll tell you, man, the springtime and the summer is prime time for life on the water. It's a lot of fun. New Bern is great for families. There is a lot to do. I mean, well, let's start with schools. There's all kinds. There's public and there's private. So you've got a lot of options there. You've got preschools. You've really got the whole gamut covered. And this all ties back to one of my favorite pros, which is proximity. You know, those are all going to be close. You've got a lot of close options, which is a total win. You also have some awesome parks. You have national forests. You've got trails. You've got a lot of places to be outside, to be enjoying the outdoors. And a lot of that is tied to kids' sports. There's a lot to do here for the kiddos. All the sports, tackle football, soccer, basketball, baseball, and there's plenty of parks to do all that. And you've got that southern charm that kind of floods the area. And so those events are a lot of fun and they're very friendly. Now, if you're coming here, you can feel good about getting plugged in as a family. I really grew to love when I realized how special it was to be close to military base. That military life and those families are really special. Just them serving our country, I think is so neat to see that and to support that. And so the military base is a big part of what draws a lot of families out here in New Bern. And I really think it's a big reason why New Bern's unique. There's people from really all over coming to this little hub, and that gets turned over every few years. So you're just meeting a lot of different people from a lot of different lifestyles and cultures, all in this small town, and it really makes for a unique experience. New Bern, North Carolina is green because it's always raining here, but not always raining as in like Seattle always raining, like it's always misty. You just have showers that come through here and then it clears up with a nice bright sun, and that happens on rotation pretty often. What's nice about that though is if you're gardening, you really don't need any kind of extra irrigation. It's already built in. It just rains a lot. Again, that's awesome because it's green, and that's what everyone talks about here. A lot of what people like about New Bern is not just, you know, the cost of living and the proximity, but the golf courses are pretty awesome. And a lot of our big neighborhoods around here have nice golf courses, and people like to know that because the weather year round overall is pretty pristine. We've got wonderful spring times, pretty mild summers, and really nice falls, and that allows for a lot of good golfing. If you're looking to retire here and you play that game of golf, you're gonna love it. Okay, I can't get around this one. It is a bit of a con that we have so much construction right now. It's a bit of an anomaly for New Bern, but we do have quite a bit of construction, and that's because they're paving the way for I-42 to get right to the beach. And so you've got a lot of construction around that. However, we are seeing a lot of benefits to that. We're already being able to take advantage of the bypass and get to the beach a little quicker. And as construction finishes up in parts of New Bern, you'll be able to commute even quicker there. But right now, it's a little bit of a construction zone in a few parts, and so you do want to be aware of that. Okay, another con with being here in New Bern, North Carolina is living through some of the hurricanes. Thankfully, we're not at the beach where you're getting hit the hardest with the wind, but you do have some of that hurricane weather that reaches us. And it can rain a lot during those times, and you've got a lot of wind, and that's just why you get the wind and hail policy, really. Another con is that New Bern isn't a massive city, so you don't get all the different restaurants, all the different grocery shopping, all the different entertainment. There's not all those things. They don't have the big history museums and the science museums. You don't have things like that. But again, this is where I'll kind of bring back in that pro, is that you're just not far from that. You know, I'm a diehard optimist. You get the best of both worlds. So a quick 2-hour drive to Raleigh or Wilmington and you're back at it. But yeah, if you're looking for that big outlet store just down the road, it's not here. Now, depending on who you are, this could be a pro or a con. And that is running into people you know more than once, sometimes in a day, but certainly in a week. Now, I don't see it as a con. You know, there's a lot of Southern charm, there's a lot of Southern hospitality here, but yeah, there's a really good chance you're gonna see Tom on Tuesday and on Wednesday at the same grocery store. And that's just how it is. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. That helps us help more people like you know what it's like living here in New Bern, North Carolina. My name's Blake Samperi. I've lived here for over 10 years and I love helping people make the move here as well. So whether that's in 9 days or whether it's in 90 days, I'm here for you. Would love to work with you. You can find my contact info below in the description. Check it out. Give me a ring. Let's do this journey together.